a camp at NG Eye Hospital, Hyderabad, where 324 eye surgeries were performed on a single day. That's a great achievement, sir. The event was acknowledged by the Guinness Book of World Records. He organized over 50 eye surgical camps, 100 reclamation camps, 25 health screening camps, and 100 awareness programs to benefit thousands of people. She has been passionately promoting organ donation and has personally motivated the donation of 6 pairs of eyes. He has donated blood separately to times. He was organized to work 50 eye surgical camps, have donation camps for 25 vendors, screening camps, in-house targeted awareness programs to benefit thousands of people. For 30 years now, Pancreas is a powerful donation and has personally motivated the donation of 6 pairs of eyes. He has donated blood separately to times. He was organized to work 50 eye surgical camps, donation camps for 25 vendors, screening camps, in-house targeted awareness programs to benefit thousands of people. For 30 years now, Pancreas is a powerful donation and has personally motivated the donation of 6 pairs of eyes. He has donated blood separately to times. He was organized to work 50 eye surgical camps, donation camps for 25 vendors, screening camps, in-house targeted awareness programs to benefit thousands of people. For 30 years now, Pancreas is a powerful donation and has personally motivated the donation of 6 pairs of eyes. He has donated blood separately to times. He was organized to work 50 eye surgical camps, donation camps for 25 vendors, screening camps, in-house targeted awareness programs to benefit thousands of people. For 30
So whenever I get a opportunity to talk to something like you, I feel that is motivating because it brings back the old memories, the times that I have done and keep the memories. So I think if I can see that activity come out, so I plan to go into long ago and most myself and actually it's a very large gathering. So actually I know about it all. So I know inside all and as close to the whole participants as possible. But I need instructor to restrict myself in the podium and I try my best because I attempted to go into that class but I stopped myself. So those who are at the back in case you are really difficulty or if you are not able to hear me, if there is any other inconvenience, I know about it all. You raise the hand like pass the right to you can participate. Because the numbers are very large, perhaps you have to let me know that you want to participate, you want to ask a question. I will try your best because I can't let go into that class. So myself. So those who are at the back in case you are really difficulty or if you are not able to hear me, if there is any other inconvenience, I know about it all. You raise the hand like pass the right to you can participate. There are a number of parts perhaps you have to let me know that you want to participate, you want to ask a question. The heart must resound with it. Are you ready for the chaos? This is keep this enthusiasm throughout. I think I'm going to be with you for about 90 to 120 minutes, and during that time, feel free to have your energy all the time up. And let's begin. Do you all love songs? What kind of songs do you love? Melodious, simple, right? Romantic, adventurous. Right? Okay, one has a different choice. I am going to play a very simple English song to you. This is only 2 minutes long. It's a very short song, just 2 minutes, and the language is very simple. Though it's English, even if you know a little English, it's enough for you to understand the song. But you're not just going to listen to the song, you're also going to do something. What's that? After the song is over, after I play the song, you have to answer just one question. The question is, what is this song about? Simple. So there is a lady who is singing the song and she's going to try to tell us something. What is that she's trying to tell us is the question. Right? The message of the song, the central idea of the song. Are you all ready once again? Yes, sir. Shall I press the song? When I fall and fell in love, that's my still what lies ahead. Will we have rainbows day after day? Here's what this column said. Hey, Sal, whatever will be. Only truth are ours to see. Hey, Sal, what will be. Now I have children of my own. They ask them, what will I be? Will I be handsome? Will I be rich? What did I ask you? What is this song about? Or you can raise your hand and ask me, you can answer this. What is the message of the song? What is the meaning of the song? Anyone? Yeah, yes, yes. Do you mind coming closer? Is there another microphone for Mayunda? So not to worry about the future. Oh, thank you very much. What's the name? Gautam. Siddhartha. Gautam. So Gautam and Siddhartha are saying that. Siddhartha, Gautam, thank you very much for saying that. So it's not to worry too much about the future. One more answer from this side. Anyone? Anyone here? You pass the mic. What's the name? It's not last. Anyone? What do you think the song is about? Yes. So to flow and not to worry about future. What else happened? Shut. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's your belief. I think it was already no charge.
The whole nation really causes doubt. Both of them say, don't worry too much about the future. Go with the flow. Right? Life takes you wherever it needs you to go. Wherever you have to go, you go anyway. Future is going to be what it's going to be. Instead of worrying too much about future, you just accept it as it comes. Right? Like life takes us wherever it is destined to take us. So this is something like accepting or faith. Somebody has written or faith. Somebody is going to take a perimeter beyond the faith and we accept that. So that is perhaps the central idea of that song. Now I have another question for you. The second question that I'd like to ask you, all of you can answer this question, but you have to think before you answer this question. 30 seconds to think, that's all. And the question is not very difficult to answer. So, what is the message of the song? Don't take your future very seriously. Accept future as it comes to you. Before it let life take you wherever you are trying to go. The question that I'd like to ask you is, do you all believe in that or no? So you don't mind life taking you wherever it wants? You say yes? Do you think your future will be decided by somebody else? Then you say yes. That's why I said think and answer. I'm repeating my question. Do you believe in the message of the song which tells us don't worry too much about your future? Yes or no? No. Thank you very much. Now at least I think you're beginning to follow what exactly I'm trying to tell you. We are not here to accept life as it comes to us. So we are not here to accept life as it comes to us, but we are going to decide on our own by ourselves what we want to be. Tomorrow, what's going to happen to me is going to be decided not by somebody else, but by me. I am going to take that decision. I am going to make my life the way I want it. I am the architect of my life. I am the builder of my life. I am the driver of my life. I will take my life where I want it to be tomorrow. It's like a short journey. Tomorrow, if I want to go to Mumbai, typically what do I do? I buy a ticket, I book a hotel, I carry all the luggage that I need, I prepare myself to be there tomorrow the way I want it. I'll stay in a hotel which I have already made a booking for. I'll fly by an airplane which I have already booked ticket in. Tomorrow I'm going to do in Mumbai what I already planned to do. Suppose somebody tells you, I'm going to Mumbai tomorrow, I don't know what I want to do here, then that's decide. My future is not in my hands. What I am going to do in Delhi tomorrow or Mumbai tomorrow is not my cup of tea or not my decision. Let world decide. After I go there, let me see. How do you consider a man like that? Completely unplanned and ambitious, ignorant, idiotic, foolish. So I don't think anybody respects a person who says, tomorrow I don't know what's going to happen to me. I don't know what's going to happen to me tomorrow. Let's like this. And you're all young students who have joined an engineering college. And if you think fate will decide your tomorrow, fate will decide what will happen to you after 4 years. After you finish your graduation, for instance, if somebody asks you, what are you going to do after you finish your BTech or MBA or whatever? And suppose you tell them, whatever will be, suppose you say, you will laugh at it. Everybody, your parents, including your parents, brothers, sisters, cousins, friends, everybody will laugh at you and think, what is it that you are doing there, wasting 4 years, very better, sit at home now itself. If you don't have a dream, you don't have a
clear vision of what your future is going to be, there's no point in continuing here, waste your time and money. So we need to have a very clear vision and a very clear dream of what we want from life in future. If somebody asks us, what will you be after 4 years? What will you be after 10 years? Where do you want to see yourself after 15 years? What kind of a job you would like to be when you grow up and when you become something? Actually, you must have a very, very, very clear vision of that. That's what exactly I call when I ask you to begin with a clear goal, a clear vision, dream big, and do everything that is necessary to achieve big. Tomorrow your life will not be what you want it to be. Do not prepare yourself for that. In fact, future is something that can be brought into the present. Please understand this. The future is something that can be brought into the present, and whatever manipulation you want to do with it, you can do with it. And push it back to the future so that when you go in, it will be different. If you prepare the bed in the morning, tomorrow day, for instance, you prepare your bed in the morning, by the time you reach back home in the evening, your bed will be ready. The bed you already prepared. Your future is exactly like that. If you prepare your tomorrow, tomorrow will be what you want it to be. If you are unprepared, I think it will be taken by a big, maybe most likely it will be a big shock to you because it's not going to happen the way you want it to happen. Life should happen by chance and by choice. All of you. By choice. If it should happen by choice, today I must make my choice. What I want tomorrow, I must make a choice today. If I make a choice today, automatically I walk in that direction. Suppose I stand here and I take a decision. What is the decision? After 2 seconds, I want to be that side. If I take that decision, I walk towards the goal that I've set for myself, and after 2 seconds, suppose when I am here, I do not know where I want to go. If somebody asks me, where will you be after 2 seconds? Suppose I say, I don't. And if I don't know, who will help you go anyway? Anywhere I go is success, anywhere I go is failure. Life must happen by choice. I am not talking about the extraneous circumstance, calamities, floods, all those things. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about your willpower. You will be where your will takes you, right? So let's move on from there and let's see a few things. All of you, just think to yourself for a few minutes and ask yourself this simple question. Am I good at anything in life? It can be a subject, it can be a sport that you play, it can be a musical instrument that you play, it can be something that you do, it can be a skill that you achieve, it can be the way you drive a motorcycle, it can be the way you dress, anything in the world. The question is, do you think it's your own imagination just you are assessing yourself? Do you think you are good at something? Yes or no? Do you think you are good at something? Stop that. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. That's good. So everybody is good at something. I don't think there is anybody in the world who is not good at anything. Right? So everybody is good. Maybe some who are good at some subject, some of them are good at some of the subject. Some others are good at something else. Maybe not studies, perhaps some other hobby. Something else outside the class. So everybody, the most idiotic person in the world also has something good. Somebody said, even a clock that's not working shows the correct time 2 times a day. Suppose the clock that stopped functioning, still it shows you correct time 2 times a day. So similarly, everybody, however be good, bad, poor, rich, young, old, who are good at something. The next question that I'd like to ask you is, if you are good at something, can you become better? Yes or no? Sure? Sure? Yeah. So everybody who is good at something can become better. How do we become better? By improving. How do we improve? How do we improve to become better? What should we do to become better? By working hard. Very good. Thank you. By working hard, you can show the answer.
Practice.
By practice, very good. Thank you. By practicing, by working hard, both are same actually. By concentrating, by focusing, and by consistent work, by working consistently, and
By mistakes.
by rectifying mistakes. So if there is some mistake that you are making here, by rectifying your mistakes, you can go there. Thank you very much. I will stop it. Because I cannot reach actually, I would love to come close to you. But anyway, that's fine. So anybody who is good at anything has an opportunity to become better by focusing a little more, by working a little harder, by rectifying the mistakes that we are making, by consistent effort, by doing something in the same direction in which we are really moving, by doing something or other like that, we can move in the direction of becoming better. The next question that I'd like to ask you is, suppose you are already in the direction of becoming better, you have moved from here to here, can you also become the best? Yes or no? Very good. That's it. I think you are now understanding my point. So, if you are good, you can become better by consistent effort, by focus, etc. And if you are already on the path to becoming better, you also can be the best in your field. Everybody becomes the best in. You choose one area, and in that area, you are the best. The best means what? You need not be a world champion. You can be a champion at the national level, a state level, college level, classroom level, your group level, your plan, wherever, somewhere or other, you can be the best. Right? There are 10 people among your friends who, then within the 10, you are the best. In some area, maybe suppose you speak English well, your English is the best. So you began as a good user of English, you started improving, became better, and today you are the best, or tomorrow you want to be the best. So if you continue this effort, all those qualifying conditions you gave by focusing, by working hard, by consistent effort, by doing all the way, rectifying your mistakes, etc., you can walk in that direction. One day, if not already reached here, you will be the best. For instance, I play kabaddi, and I started as a good player of kabaddi, and I have grown up, and today I call myself better than yesterday, and I continue my effort, and I have a small team of 10 friends who play kabaddi along with me. Among them, I am the best. How did I become the best? I am doing all. I put in a harder effort, I was more focused, I was consistent, I realized my mistakes, I had an improvement technique, I had a guide, I had a coach, etc., 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 in hundreds of different ways. I am the best. If I am the best there, the field that I have chosen, play guitar for instance. So I am the best guitar in my family, best in my family, not the world champion. If I am the world champion, it's the better. Great. But at least at one level, I scored the highest marks in one subject in my class. So recently we had a math examination. I scored the highest marks. Yeah, that's the best. You are the best maths performer in your class. In one exam. Now, if I am here, if I have reached here, the last question that I'd like to ask you is, where do I go from here next? I'm already the best. Is there any way I can go anywhere from there? Where else do I go? Which? What would I do next? So, you have to maintain. You say that? Thank you very much. You have to maintain that.
Excuse me, everyone. Today, any G Akshita from General CSE? Student G Akshita. G Akshita. CSE. General CSE. No? Is there?
So coming back to that. So you are here, you've already made some achievement. And you're proud of that achievement because you are witnessing a small or big group. I asked you the question, where else will you go from here? Somebody say, remain there. Remain there means suppose I am at the top of a mountain, I am at the peak of a mountain. Even being there is not easy. Right? If I don't take care of myself, I will fall off from there. Or if I am here, somebody may throw me away. So even remaining there also is a big achievement. If I scored 100 marks today, it does not mean that it's 100 marks tomorrow also. Tomorrow I have to try again. So maintaining the position that I have achieved, maintaining the success that I have achieved itself is success. Maintaining the success that you have achieved itself is success. You are here already and you want to be here. Next one, maintain. What else can we do from here? I'm at the top. What else can I do apart from maintaining my height, maintaining my level, maintaining my success? What else can I do? Any other ideas? Teach others. Teach others. Thank you very much. Thank you. So I am the best. I scored 100 marks. I can help 5 other people, 2 other people, somebody else who also wants to score high. Because I am at the top, I have an ability. Because I've achieved success already, I can help others achieve success. This is a great idea. I can coach. I can mentor people. I can support, guide, help, so that others also achieve the kind of success that I've achieved. If I'm at the top, it does not mean I must be here alone. There is place for everybody at the top. There is plenty of place for everybody at the top. So because I'm at the top, instead of limiting the success to myself, I can help others also succeed. Fine, good. So I can maintain my success, I can help others. 2 ideas I received so far. What more can I do? Doing higher than? Yeah, great. So thank you very much for saying what's your name? Roshna. Thank you. Thank you very much. So when you are here, Jyotsna, perhaps many of you believe that this is not the ultimate. The best is not the ultimate. The best is not the highest. The best is the best at this time. The best tomorrow is going to be something else. So I can further improve so that there is something called beyond the rest, better than the rest. Language wise, it may sound a little odd, but the best is not the end. The best is only a certain stage. A certain stage where we are pausing for some time. And there is further chance to go. There is greater opportunity to go. There is something more to achieve. If you look at life outside, I think in every field, every human field, people have been breaking records every day. If you watch cricket, for instance, Gautami, CSE. లేరమ్మా గౌతమి So the best is not the ultimate. There is something beyond that. If you are, for instance, a cricket lover, every time a cricket match is being played, you see new records are made, old records are broken. Every day new records are made. How is that possible? Because yesterday somebody thought this was the ultimate. Somebody thought this was the highest number of runs somebody made. The number of goals that were made in a game. Just
Over to somebody to make it 100 runs. It has been continuously going sharp. If somebody to 20 overs you, then 100 times the next one you go to 9 overs, 8 overs, 6 overs. Michael Phelps, Michael Phelps. Do I know who is Michael Phelps? Does anybody know who is Michael Phelps? An Olympic swimmer. Okay. He participated in swimming events. He came to the Olympics some 20 years ago. He participated in the Olympics. Won some 3 or 4 medals. Gold, silver, bronze all together. He won some 5 or 6 medals. After 4 years, he came back to the Olympics, which is difficult. Generally, to keep the same stamina, same physical strength after 4 years is not easy. But he came back to the Olympics a second time. Then he won some 4 or 5 medals. 4 years later, he came the third time. Once again, he won some 4 or 5 medals in different stroke. Backstroke, front stroke, butterfly stroke, relay stroke, whatever, different swimming events. And the fourth time, he came to the Olympics again. And again, he won some medals. Totally, he won roughly about 25 medals. I don't know the exact number, but you can check it on Google later. Phelps, Phelps is his name. So, he went to the Olympics 4 times and won many medals. When entire countries do not earn even 1 or 2 medals, one individual alone won so many medals. Then somebody asked him, Mr. Phelps, the Olympics is going to close tomorrow. Tomorrow we have the closing ceremony. After the Olympics are over, the latest Olympics are over, where are you going for a vacation tomorrow? Where will you enjoy? Where will you celebrate your success? How are you going to spend a short vacation after winning so many medals? And hello, excuse me, hello, where are you going? During the class. If it's an emergency, it's an absolute important job, you can tell somebody, you can take the permission of your lecturer, teacher, somebody, then you can give advice. So we are going to be here for this 70 minutes and be attentive. If you want, you can sleep in your chair, but don't wake up. Okay, attention back. So, Michael Phelps was asked this question. Where are you going to celebrate a vacation after the Olympics is over? And the answer was very big surprise to everyone. Phelps said, what gentlemen, you are asking me about a vacation? I am not going anywhere for a vacation. Tomorrow morning, I am going to go to my first private swimming pool at my home and have to start practicing for the next Olympics. After winning 25 medals in 4 continuous Olympics, even then he said, I'm not going to rest tomorrow, I'm going to start practicing for the next Olympics. So there is no end to achievement, there is nothing called ultimate. The best is not the ultimate, 100 scores is not the ultimate. The peak is not the ultimate, gold medal is not the ultimate, there is something beyond that. When I was doing my 11th class, those days when I studied in 1960s, perhaps your parents also not born at that time. So in 1960s I was at school. And those days we used to have HSC. HSC was the 11th class. Now you have 10th class plus intermediate 2 years plus graduation 3 or 4 years. Those days we had HSC which was the 11th class. After that 1 year of PUC, pre-university course, graduation 3 years. That was how education was structured then. So I was in my HSC.
One of my teachers, maths teacher, was one of the most popular. He was a very good teacher, extremely friendly, very humorous, and very, very good with the subject. And everybody loved that teacher. And because we loved that teacher, we also love the subject. It happens like that. When you love a teacher, you also love the subject and you score better. This is exactly what happened. Right. The teacher came to the class one day and he was distributing the answer scripts. The maths paper, local examination, and internal examination, and the exam was over, and he's giving back the answer scripts. And he started calling out names and giving back the papers. Everybody was scoring very high marks. 80, 85, 100, 95, 90. So he was calling everybody 100 marks, 100 marks, another 100, another 80, another 90. So all the whole class was performing well. There was one student in my class by name Venkateswara. He was very good in maths. He said, Venkateswara, 200 marks. We did not understand. We were all young people. We did not understand how can anybody score more than 100 marks. 100 was the ultimate. We thought that because the question paper was for a maximum of 100 marks, 200 marks was a joke. We thought the teacher was joking with us. We waited for the teacher to complete the distribution of the papers. After all the papers were distributed, he asked us this question. Do you know why I have given him 200 marks? We did not know the answer. And the teacher said, this fellow did something outstanding. The question, I started in Telugu meeting, and the question was in Telugu. It said, ఈ క్రింది 10 ప్రశ్నలలో ఏదేని ఐదింటికి సమాధానాలు రాయండి. Answer any 5 of the following 10 questions. This fellow, not stopping at the 5th answer, he answered all the 10 questions. Okay, that was perhaps not very extraordinary. He answered all the 10 questions, so that was great. Not only that, what did he do? He answered all the 10 questions absolutely correctly. Doing all the rough work proper, putting every comma and everything is equal to properly, now going through all the steps. This is the immediate time that was the way we were. He did a great job. Perfect. Absolutely thorough. That was the second reason. Going beyond these two reasons, he did something extraordinary and third reason. The teacher said, this fellow wrote a note at the end. Question మొదటి ఏముంది ఈ క్రింది 10 ప్రశ్నలలో 5కి జవాబు రాయండి. ఆన్సర్ ఎనీ 5 ఉంటాయి. వీరేం రాశారు పరీక్ష వచ్చినప్పుడు సార్ పై 10 జవాబుల్లో మీ ఇష్టం వచ్చిన ర్యాంక్ ఇస్తాం. He was so confident. He said he was addressing the teacher. Teacher, sir, you value any 5 above, I'm sure I'm going to score good marks. It's a confidence that yeah. That's the time when you score beyond the best. That's the time when you cross the limit. You prove that there is something beyond the best. And there are umpteen examples like that from every field where people did outstandingly well. Leonardo da Vinci, you might have heard of him. Leonardo da Vinci was asked, somebody came to him and asked, Mr. Leonardo da Vinci, which is the best painting that you made? The best painting that he had already made was Mona Lisa, which is still shown in the Louvre in France. When if you go to France and if you visit the Louvre museum, the local museum, Mona Lisa is still displayed. So he was asked, which is the best painting that you made? So Mona Lisa and many other paintings are already made. Leonardo said, my best painting has not been seen yet. So Leonardo said, my best painting has not been made yet. What does that mean? That means, what he wanted to say was, if my best painting has already been made, why would I continue painting? I would stop. If the best is already done, suppose my best is already done, should I work tomorrow? No need. So because my best is yet to come, I will continue painting till my life. While I am alive, I will not stop painting because my best is yet to come. Every one of us must believe in that. Every one of us has opportunity to do better than what we have done. What we have achieved so far is not enough. What we have achieved so far is not the end. What we have achieved so far is not the ultimate. There is much more to come. Right? If you are into business, if you are into industry, if you are into engineering, if you are into medicine, if you are into anything, best bridge the world has not been built yet. The best building in the world has not been built yet. The best discovery of the structure of an atom has not been made yet. The best miracle has not been created yet. Right? The best chair has not been made yet. Even if you look at something very, very mundane, like suppose a sofa chair and a microphone or whatever, so the best has not come yet. Tomorrow it's going to be better. When I was a child, the only mic that I had was a hanging mic. There was nothing like this. Today we have a hand mic, we have a collar mic, we have an invisible mic, we have a mic as small as the tip of a ballpoint pen. We have made miraculous discoveries, miraculous inventions, miraculous changes to our lives, and still it's not the end of it. The best thing, for instance, you are using a mobile phone. Has the best phone already come? No. It has maybe 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 versions. Now, tomorrow it's going to be one more version. Day after it's going to be another. That means the best has not come yet. That is what I want to tell you, that we cannot stop here. This is only some kind of a pause in the journey, and we are moving in the direction of this. But all this does not happen on its own. There is something that we need to do. If we have to achieve this, if we have to move in this direction, we have to do a little more. We have to learn a little more. We have to grow up a little more. Only if we make those consistent efforts, they all add up to the success that we want. Big success is possible only by making these basic efforts. Every time we have asked ourselves, have I learned anything new today? Have I made any effort which is a little greater than what I have been doing all these days? Am I willing to work a minute extra than I did yesterday? Am I going to spend a little more energy today on doing something positive than I've always been doing? So if I ask myself these questions and if I do that consistently, I think big accomplishments, major accomplishments are possible. So great success are possible only when we. Where are you? So please. Please take that. I'll tell your principal. I'll tell your principal. I'll tell you. Yes, then also officer. Many distractions here. And also classes seem very large. Anyway, so that's not your problem, that's my problem. Right. So with a little effort, with a little more commitment, with a little more passion, we can make big accomplishments, big achievements. Major achievements are possible. Now, if I want to go on this journey from here to here, I have a very simple question to you. When is a good time to start this journey? I am here, or here, or here, or here, wherever I am. When is a good time to start my journey? When is it? When is a good time? Next year? Must be some particular time. Otherwise, how do you know that it's the right time? Can we start next year? Shall we start next month? Shall we start tomorrow? And when is good time? Today, right now, is the right time to start the journey. Every good thing that you do today is not only going to impact your today, but it is going to impact your everyday. That means, if you take a good decision to change your life positively, The results are not going to be enjoyed only today, results are going to be enjoyed every day. My good habits, my good accomplishments, my good achievements, everything positive that I do are going to impact my life on a permanent basis. The habits that I acquire, the good deeds that I do, the seeds that I sow, all these things are going to yield me great results in those time, in the longer run. Keeping that in mind, I have to start early, start today, and continue my journey. I told you in the beginning of my class that there are some tips that I'd like to give you, or some steps that we would like to take so that we achieve the highest. So, what are the steps that we need to take? The steps that we need to take and go along to achieve success, to start from dreaming and to go on to achieving. So I have some 10 tips to give you. I think there's a big categories. So what are the 10 tips that I would like to share with you, which can help you move in the direction of achieving beyond that best? Take the best. Try to take the best. So I'm going to show you 10 tips now. Please read them to the answer, read them down. What is the first one? Second one, BL. BL means reply. Say it again. Yeah. Third one, fourth. One of one certainly. Over for our life. Plus, other ones. So the time being, I will talk about three partners, maybe three or four. So these are arranged in a certain order to make it easy for us to remember. Not in the order of the importance. Don't think first is more important than the eighth, and eighth is more important than the sixth like that. So I've just put them in order so that it's easy for you to remember. First status are running. What are the first status? Is well, well. What is the last letter S stand for? Right. So these are the 10 tips that I am going to discuss with you, either in detail or very brief. The first one. The first one I told you is a discover your potential. Discover means, what does the word discover mean? To uncover, to open so that it becomes visible. What's there becomes visible. Does anybody know the meaning of the word potential? What does potential mean? Capability. What else? What is potential? Engineering students may have a different definition of that, but in technical terms, potential is interpreted to be either a capability or an ability or a strength, quality, research. But potential is something more than that. Potential is still undiscovered. We don't know how much strength we have unless we need to demonstrate that. We don't know how strong we are unless there is an opportunity for us to use that strength. what our capabilities are, what our abilities are, what our strengths are, often are not discovered yet. If I should give you an example, suppose I run at 20 kilometers per hour. Suppose that's my speed. I run 20 kilometers per hour is my strength or my ability. And tomorrow, suppose there is a tiger behind me. There is a tiger behind me and I am running to escape. What will be my speed? It will be certainly more than 20, it will be 30, 40, 50, whatever. It will not be 20. Because I am trying to escape the tiger, I am trying to run as fast as I can so that I can escape the tiger. So that 30, 40, 50, whatever was my potential and yet unrealized potential. I thought my strength was 20 kilometers. I thought I was my capability. No, my capability was much bigger, much higher. Only because the circumstances demanded in my full potential. Every one of us behaves like this. We do not typically work at our highest potential unless there is an absolute need. When examinations come 1 day before, 2 days before, we start working much harder than we work at the beginning of the day. When there is a pressure on our time, when there is a great demand for our time, we show our best talent. Till then, we take it very easily. We take it lightly. All of you, please raise your right hand. Raise your right hand. Raise it higher. Raise it still higher. Very high, as high as you can go. Now, some of you, the question that was asked was the same to everybody. I asked you to raise your hand. Everybody raise your hand like this. When I asked you to raise it higher, with a little difficulty, you raise it a little higher. When I asked to raise high as possible, many of you may have felt a little strain here and you felt a little strain here and raised a hand much higher. But finally, when I asked to reach as high as you could, the condition was go as high as you can. Some reason for because I had not put a condition that you should not raise a hand. I did not set a condition that you should not raise stand up. So many of you were sitting, but some of you stood up to raise the hand. This is what we call realizing our potential. We are capable of doing much bigger things than we have ever tried. The strength within, the capacity that you have, the potential is much bigger. Your potential is much higher than you yourself recognize. Many times we are blind to our own potential. We do not know how big we are. We do not know how capable we are till the situation demands it. Look at the picture here. What is here? What is the cat doing? It's coming to culture. One time it's in the mirror, it's and how it's the and it's said to be a cat. It's a cat actually. But for a moment, the cat thinks to itself, I'm not a cat. But the moment it thinks that it's a lion, it can see a lion in a mirror. As long as it thinks it's a cat, it can see only a cat. You can experiment this at home today. After going home, you look into the mirror and you visualize yourself to be whatever you want. Believe strongly that you are what you want to be. The mirror shows you what you want to be. The mirror has the potential, the capacity not only to reflect the truth, but also to reflect your imagination. This may sound a little exaggerated, but see a real life example. I'm going to play a very short video. You have to tell me what is this video about. What's the video? So, see the words where you must make other people shout when you come on the stage. When is that possible? When you behave like this. When you appear before a group of people, when you perform something, when you rise to talk, people must welcome you and shout applauses. That is possible when you erase all the negative things that people have written on your face or you're reading on your friend. Let's analyze this for a minute. A lady went to a washroom and then stood in front of a mirror. And when she looked into the mirror, she found something written on her face. What were the words that we saw? Don't mess, bad, ugly, etc. Who wrote all these words on the face? Who wrote most likely she wrote on her stomach, said that she believed it and she imagined them. They were not real writings. It was not a physical word that was written with ink on her face. But she imagined. She told the reader, I'm ugly. In fact, I'm worthless, I'm useless, I'm incapable. I do not have the potential to do anything. I'm a nobody. I'm being so the thoughts somebody has given her, or gives them the same, whatever. But when she looked into the mirror, she found these things in her face. She felt so very frustrated, disillusioned, and she started crying to herself. But one day, when she came back to the washroom, she changed her attitude to herself. She started thinking differently. Who said I'm worthless? Who are they to call me fat? Who are they to decide that I am useless and fat and ugly and whatever? I am what I am. I am an achiever. The moment she started thinking positively about herself, picture in the mirror changed and showed her another word to her. What was that word? Don't go reading good, she saw a different word. Her self-assessment, her self-evaluation, completely underrated transformation. She began believing in something where there is something positive when she changed her mind. She changed her attitude. Our success and our failure start here, not outside. So if you believe that you can succeed, you will succeed. If you believe that you cannot succeed, you cannot succeed. If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. Both ways you're correct. The world tells you are right. If you say, tell me, I can't, you can't. Suppose when I pass the microphone, so many people are not willing to speak. So if you are willing to pass the microphone to somebody else, if you're not willing to speak, that opportunity will not come to your team. You'll remain where you are. If you ask for the microphone and if you grab the opportunity that you get, I think success is yours. We must not only just make the opportunities our own, but most importantly, we must tell ourselves that we are capable. This is what we call realizing our potential. People have different kinds of potential. When more than 100 years ago, Tenzin Narsimha, Edmund Hillary climbed up Mount Everest, the first time they were not successful. And they climbed up half the mountain and returned. While returning, Edmund Hillary looked back at the mountain and said, "Oh, Mr. Mount Everest, don't feel so proud that we could not conquer you. Tomorrow I'm going to come back. It's not the end of my journey. I'm not going to stop trying. I'm going to come and I'm going to try once again. Come back. It is the same mountain that you are. But a mountain you cannot change. I'm a human being. I can evolve, I can change, I can be bigger. I can be greater. Tomorrow I'm going to conquer it. Here he came, and he conquered the mountain, became the first in the world to climb up Mount Everest. And after he climbed up Mount Everest, the journey did not stop it. Many other people came forward to achieve something similar. Many other people came forward to achieve something similar. What did they do? Oh, it's a very long story actually. It's a very interesting story. After Edmund Hillary and Tenzin Norgay conquered Mount Everest, somebody else said, okay, they took 4 days to climb up Mount Everest. We can do it in 3 days. We know our potential. We have discovered our potential. We can do it. Somebody really came and achieved that. Somebody else said, okay, they all then climbed up Mount Everest, carry logs with them. We will try to climb Mount Everest without carrying logs. People laughed at me. They said they will try and they succeeded. Somebody else came and said, okay, they're all men. They're all men and a woman after Mount Everest. And she also succeeded. Somebody else came and said they're all Westerners, they're colonists, Indian. I will climb up Mount Everest and he also succeeded. Another lady by name Bachindra Paul came and she said, the first Indian woman, I tried to climb up Mount Everest, she also succeeded. You might have heard of Narsimha Sinha. Do you know Narsimha Sinha? Anybody? Who is she? Right. So Arnavas actually was traveling by train after winning a gold medal. When she was going back home with the medal, there were robbers on the train. Robbers wanted to snatch away her gold chain. There was a study. That's when she was not ready to part with it. The stuff that happened, she fell out of the train. That time there was another train passing by. She hit the train and fell on the track. It was late night. Nobody knew what had happened. Three morning, next morning, somebody saw her on the tracks. They transferred her to a hospital. And then she recuperated very slowly. It took years, several years for her to become normal. And in the accident, she had lost her limbs. They had to be cut away. Her legs had to be cut away, and prosthetic legs had to be given. Artificial limbs. She was given artificial legs. And while she was in hospital, she watched a TV program. And in that TV program, there was a mention of mountaineering. She wanted to become a mountaineer. People laughed at her. This work with every opponent is getting secure. She had a call microphone. There was call microphone. There were any other microphone. So, Anonymous here had both her limbs amputated and she was given prosthetic limbs. And with the help of those prosthetic limbs, she wanted to do mountaineering. Nobody said to her. She went to that particular first one mountaineer. She took training. And after a few months, years of training, finally, the amputated, the double amputated, even with prosthetic legs, still managed to climb up mountains. You might have heard of Malawas Purna, a very class girl studying in a residential school, a social welfare residential school. A 13-year-old girl. She told the principal, sir, I want to climb up Mount Everest. And lot of persuasion, people agreed, and then she also underwent training. A 13-year-old girl also climbed up Mount Everest. So, what I wanted to tell you was that the best is not ultimate, but to we realize our potential, there's plenty that we can. Every one of us here has the potential to do something bigger, something mightier, greater than what we have already been used to, what we have been achieving all of us. Let's all realize our potential and start working in the direction of achieving major success. So I'll show you one more slide. After that, microphones do not work. Stop. The operator is stop. And stop this. Second point. Hold the microphone for a second. If I do not get another microphone working, I will stop. Because there's no point speaking, they cannot get it. Right. By the time I finish my prayers, what is sitting on? Right? Right? Minus. Minus. Yeah, the guy is like, all of my phone is ready. In the medicine license? And the battery problem is getting battery later. That is what I was wrong.
For it's already happens, but otherwise we ignore. We do not know that we have the potential to be something extraordinary. Stress and pressure in the right circumstance, the engineering and creative circumstance, we will outperform. The success that I'm doing is look around and for these real I told you already, realize it creates stories to make the most of. It creates the best use of. So there are opportunities which need to be utilized properly. Again, fortunately, many of us do not know how to use the opportunities that are available. We have some facilities, we have some positive circumstances, we have great, wonderful opportunities, but unfortunately, some of us do not know how to make more of those opportunities. First, opportunities not like the only ones. They really are very time. And if we are not clear and we don't accept them, so are you with me? If I say hi, you must say hello. If I say hello, you must say hi. Hello, hello. Situations where there are so many opportunities available to us, but we do not know how to make use of them. What happens? What is this guy trying to do? Yeah. It is trying to look beyond the wall. He wants to. Otherwise, I'll come to me. I don't mind coming to this. Clearly, somebody sitting close to them, those who are making noise, you can tell them because you are making distracting. So the third point that I wanted to make today is to work with earnestness. Earnest means sincere. Sincerity. It's not only just knowing ourselves, it's not only finding the opportunities that are available to us, but also there must be sincerity in our efforts. Whatever we are doing, we must do with our heart.
We must do with our passion. We must put in all the effort that we can. And if you work with your heart and work with your passion, success is easier. And another thing that we need to remember is persistence. Persistence is not losing heart. If you fail once, don't lose heart. Some people, what do they do? If they fail the first time, they don't continue. The moment they fail, they think life is over. And some people commit suicide, some people go bad, some people stop working, some people take life very seriously and get disillusioned. So failure is only the beginning of success actually. Somebody said failures are stepping stones to success. So every time you fail, you are closer to success. The first time you fail, the second time you fail, and maybe a few other times you fail, and you are somewhere closer to success. Failure should not dishearten us. Failure should not frustrate us. I'm going to show a very short video, 1 minute taking. I am sure it doesn't need any further explanation. You will understand it yourself. See, provided on condition you are persistent. If that coupling has stopped working, stopped its efforts the first time or the second time, it did not decline up. It persisted. It continued its efforts. Consistently it tried. It did not lose heart. And it did not have its mother hand holding. Sometimes in life, what do? We expect people to support us by hand holding us, holding our fingers and taking us all along. Some of us will expect our parents to help us even after we grow up. Sometimes even after we marry, after we have children, after we start earning money, still we want our parents to support us. But life sometimes it's not like that. We have to become completely independent. More than that, we have to be confident. More than that, we have to be persistent. Unless we are willing to make multiple efforts, repeated efforts, success may not come easily. One must be willing to continue one's efforts if one wants to succeed. This skill you can remember forever. Maybe you are one of those ducklings learning to succeed in life. Maybe some of you go up further and some of you may go faster, some of you may lag a little behind, but if you make that effort, everyone has opportunity to go higher. There's nobody who is going to finally fail. All that we need is earnest and persistent effort. Sincerity and repeated effort is what we want. Two things. Let's move on to the next one. This I make. This is very important today. The sixth one. In fact, the teachers who invited me here asked me to talk to you about this slide a little longer. To succeed in life, it's not only knowing your potential, not only discovering your strength, not only identifying the opportunities that you have, not only knowing, and each one of them, if you look at this slide, you will see each one of them is in the plural. Skills, not skill. This is always skills, not skill. Skills, plural. Every one of them is in the plural. Means each one of them is not one skill. Skills. Find a lot of skills together, become one set of skills. Each one of them is a set. Communication skills is a set. Very important in any profession. Whether you become an engineer or a teacher, whether you become a politician or a peon, wherever you are, whatever job you take, however much you earn, and in whichever part of the world you work, whether you work in India or America, whether you work today or tomorrow, whether you take a small job like a city boy or you become the head of a big company. Irrespective of what and where you are working, you need communication skills. In fact, all those skills. What are communication skills? Communication skills, as I told you, is a huge set of skills. Language teachers might tell you that communication skills are listening, speaking, reading, writing, etc. Not only those four. There are many other skills you need to master. For instance, your pronunciation, your spelling is a language skill, right? Your tone, your body language, the eye contact that you make when you speak, the gestures that you use, the way you stand, right? Your body is continuously speaking. Not only your tone, not only your voice, not only your language, you speak with your body. So your language skills plus your body language skills together become your communication skills. So there are two major areas. Whatever language, need not always be English. Whatever language you choose to speak, you speak with clarity, right? You pronounce words properly, you speak with right pauses, and you use good words, you realize the rules of grammar, use punctuation where necessary, you speak right. All these are language related skills. Then the way you use your hands, the way you stand up, the way you move about, the way you make eye contact with people, the way you use your tone, the way you pause at the right time, are your body language skills. All these skills together are communication skills. Nobody in the world can say, I don't want to improve my communication skills because reason, whatever. Everyone, as I told you already, whether you accept a big job or a small job, whether you work for a big company or a small company, whether you earn 10,000 rupees or 10 lakh rupees a month, whether you work here in Hyderabad or somewhere far, irrespective of all those things, you have to build your communication skills. Don't neglect this. All your subject knowledge is not going to help you to get a job tomorrow. Your mechanical engineering, computer engineering, electrical engineering, whatever study that helps you only on a certificate. The subject knowledge is going to certify you. that you qualify as an engineering graduate. But beyond that, after you finish your studies, your ability to become employability, your ability to get a job depends upon these skills. Most importantly, communication skills. Master them. Make a conscious effort of them. By making a conscious effort to improve your skills, you naturally become proficient in them. Similarly, all the other skills, interpersonal skills, how do you get along with people? How do you work in a group? How do you team up with others? When there is a small conflict, how do you resolve that? How do you work in a group? Group dynamics. All these are interpersonal skills. Your ability to make friendships, your ability to foster friendships and then sustain them. Similarly, many other skills that I have listed here, all these skills need to be mastered. This is yet another step from dreaming big and moving towards achieving big. I'll move on to the next one. Skills. Success also depends upon the bonds that we build with our own family members and the people outside with whom we work. We have various kinds of acquaintances, people we work with. Among them, some of them become our friends. There are 100 students in my class. All of them may not be my friends, but some of them become my friends. And some of them become my very intimate friends. What do I expect from intimate friends? Can anybody tell me? What do I expect from my very good friends? If I have some good friends, what do I expect from? Yes. Motivation. Sorry, say it again. Helping each other. Helping each other. Yes. Interaction. Trusting each other. Good. Good. And two other answers. Experience. Sweet memories. Happiness memories. Question for you. Suppose I make somebody my friend. If I believe that friendship must be there, our friendship is meant to support each other, or help each other, or share, or exchange things. If tomorrow, if that exchange does not happen, will the friendship still continue? Suppose I give you my idli and you give me my upma. Tomorrow, if you don't give me your upma, does this friendship stop? long as we believe that friendship is for exchange of support, or to give and take, or to help each other, this friendship functions like something like a business. This friendship lasts only as long as we are helping each other. The moment that helping each other stops, that friendship is lost. True friendship, like somebody said, must be for happiness. If we are happy in the company of a few other people, we have found our true friends. Look at, if you recall the clip that you've seen, I don't think they have anything to exchange, anything to give each other. And I don't know if it's trust or any big word that you give it. It's just sheer happiness that they enjoy in the company of each other. I would like everyone to ask yourselves, do I have any such friends in whose company I am absolutely happy? I feel so happy that I just would like that moment to continue forever. The kind of happiness that I derive from the people that are around me is like bliss or bliss, most happiness. If I do not have friends like that, perhaps my life is not on sound lines. I must find some good friends in whose company I enjoy happiness. Similarly, I must also invest in my relations with my family. I'll show you another video which is a little longer, about 2 minutes, about the family relations. The next video is a little emotional. Please watch it quietly, without shouting, without making noise, without even moving. Sit back, sit relaxed. All of you sit relaxed and absolute quiet, be quiet. I told you already it's a little emotional. And you must pay attention to it to understand all of it. Watch it. Absolute silence there.
Daddy is the sweetest daddy in the world. Daddy is the most handsome, the smartest, clever. He is my Superman. Daddy wants me to do well at school. Daddy is just great, but the word but changes the tone. He lies. Having a job. Perhaps having money. He's not how he lies. That he's not hungry. He lies. That we have everything. Lies. But his happiness.
sacrifices that the parents are making. The pain and the anguish and the suffering that they are going through to send you here. You have not come here, I mean, just like that. Because somebody is foregoing something, somebody is losing something, somebody is investing something in you, and because of that you are here. And in case you forget the sacrifices that have been made by your family for sending you here and also helping you become something big in life, I think the very purpose of your life is lost. So I told you invest in two things, invest in friendships and invest in the family relationships. If I ask you a very simple question like, suppose you earn 10,000 rupees a month or you earn 10 lakh rupees a month, what difference does it make? Anyone? You earn 10,000 rupees, your friend is earning 20, maybe 10 lakh rupees a month. What difference is there between the two? You would like to answer that question. Whether you earn 10,000 rupees a month or 10 lakh rupees a month does make a difference to you. Raise your hand, I'll call you. Yes. Take care of the you can? How you take care of your needs, loved ones. Thank you very much. Right. One more. One more answer. You earn more money. What's the advantage? What's the benefit? A small salary is not no. City boy also is doing happenings. I mentioned the city boy because quite a lot of engineering students are now working as engineering city boys. I appreciate that actually. So whenever I order food, sometimes boys come home and ring the bell, and when I open the door and ask them what they are and what their background has been, some of them say, "I'm an engineering graduate one day." I feel proud that they are doing something to help themselves. But they are only 10, 20,000 rupees whatever. Things are that is. One could pay earn more money. Yes. Can be more happy. Is that what you say? To support family. Good. You that same answer again. Yes, I agree. It's not just for our own luxuries. It's not for our own comfort. It's not only that we can give better. It's the driving a motorcycle, perhaps we drive a car. It's the building the small house, we can buy a big house. But apart from that, when we earn more money, it is the ability that will multiply to care for our family, our known ones, our dear loved ones. Even if we expand further, our entire village, our entire town, our entire extended family, indirectly maybe our whole nation. So your ability to impact the whole world changes when you earn more. Earning more money is not just for luxuries. It's not just for your status. It is to impact the world. When you earn more money, for instance, the GDP increases. It's the whole nation that's going to benefit. Maybe you will employ more people when you are earning more money. So if you need a bigger car, of course you follow the steps that are already gave you, realize your potential, identify the opportunities that are, work earnestly, work sincerely, work persistently, put your best foot forward, achieve as much as you can, but at the same time, do not forget the people that have contributed to your success. Take care of your friends, take care of your family, and together you can grow and together. Leave this, I'll come to the last one. But show my last slide, and I'm going to ask you one or two questions after you see these two videos. I'm going to show now these are long videos, but I'm not taking the whole video. I'll take small part of it. Maybe 1 minute of each one of them. You have to watch them carefully. You can enjoy them also. But I asked you one or two questions after you watch them. You will need to answer. The first thing, what one has also can come to and take the board class. What difference have you found between the these two children? Do you write coming here, please? The standard of living. Okay. Anybody would like to come here and say, speak for a minute about the difference between great opportunity. Please come here. Come here. You can speak from here. Ah, okay, say it from interest. I need to come there. Interest. Ah, interest, passion for whatever you're doing. So if you are passionate, if you are interested, you can learn. I think that's answer. Any other answer? I guess? Smart girl. Who is okay, smart? It's not the right girl is smart, the husband is not smart. But the common differences or common points are that both are evenly passionate and represent their choice or preference. Point maybe both are passionate. Both are good. Any other answer from here? So, analysis is where the penny the very one. You don't care being my don't care about myself. And very much. One use the opportunities, one created the opportunity. Now we have to now you all shouting, now I am coming to you, you can see now. Where is here? Any other answer? Stay right between the two. Maybe you think is greater than another. The second one is greater. What about the first one? Is she not great? So first one not house was, right? Okay. Telepathy first one also independent. You can write any first one thoughts. Okay.
self independence, all of your written answers self all of it correct. Every answer that is given is correct. Where there is a will, there is a gain. Opportunity is there. It depends to me. It needs to utilize. It all depends on our passion. Both are successful. Both have put in their best effort. Maybe this child is lucky because perhaps he's born, achieved born in a very rich family. The parents have given her whatever she wanted. She has a tutor, she has the instruments, the parents invested money in that. But at the same time, the child did not misuse the opportunity, did not ignore the opportunities, put in a lot of effort because that means a lot of practice. Just because the instruments are there, it does not mean that you can learn them. Right? So she put in a lot of effort and at a very young age, she succeeded already. So this girl also is great. But on the other side, there's a child, there's a boy who, though he did not have all the comforts that the other child enjoyed, all the luxuries the other child could afford because of her rich parents. And though he did not have any instruments or any support or any guidance or any teacher, any trainer, still he made the most of the available things and the term he gets the title improvise. He improvises to make something useful out of nothing, to make something useful out of useless things. Right? So he improvised to succeed despite all the odds working against him. What does this teach us? This teaches us that all these factors that you see on the right side here of the screen are optional to succeed. Let's read them together. What is the first one? Succeed. People without money also can succeed. People can succeed, poor people also can succeed. People born in rich families can succeed. People born in very poor families can succeed. You might see on the headlines of newspapers and magazines very often the UPSC toppers and the toppers of various competitive examinations very often come from the rural families, come from the poor families, come from squalor, come from slums, and they are very successful. That proves that money is not really necessary. Shakespeare said there are three kinds of great men. Great men are of three kinds. Some are born great. Born great means right from the moment they are born, they are already great. A rich man's son is a rich man. The king's son is a king. The emperor's daughter or son is already an emperor right from the moment she or he is born. Ambani's son is an Ambani because already he is born in that family. How many of you here are the first category? How many of you are born great? Is there anyone here in this hall? Anyone? Raise your hand. I don't think. If we are born rich, we would not have come here. If we have been born great, we would not have come here. So we don't belong to that category. Maybe most of us are middle class, upper middle class, lower middle class families, and we have come here because our parents could afford to send us here. Shakespeare said, great men are of three kinds. Some are born great, some have greatness thrust upon them. Some people are lucky. They may not do anything in life, but still they succeed because of some kind of luck. Some useless fellow buys a lottery ticket and then overnight earns the bumper prize and the next morning he becomes a millionaire. Not because he deserved it, but because a stroke of luck helped him. When I was a young child, I used to read stories in Telugu magazine, Chandama. And there was a story about a king who died all of a sudden.
He did not have children. He did not have heirs to become the next king. And because he did not have any heirs, there was a rule in the kingdom. The rule was whenever the kingdom does not find an heir, there was an elephant, a court elephant. It would be given a garland, and whoever the elephant garlands, he becomes the next. That was the practice. So the elephant was given a garland, and the elephant walks all through the kingdom. And as it happens in stories, always there is a beggar in the town who is a very poor man and a very rich man. Chosen garlands the beggar becomes king. So such stories is okay. So there are people who turn lucky because of their luck, they become rich. So that's the second category. Some men are born rich, some have greatness thrust upon them. And what is the third category? Third category, some men achieve greatness. We all should put ourselves in that category. Every one of us. Unless we achieve greatness, we cannot become great. We cannot make any big achievements. To achieve success in life, we need to put in the right effort at the right time, to the right amount. It needs to be a conscious effort. Unless we are willing to put in that effort, success is just not possible. It evades us. Success very evades. It needs to be caught and it needs to be held. So all these things on the right side are optional. There are people who succeed because of supportive parents. There are people who succeed despite not having parents, or having parents are not very supportive. There are orphans who are succeeding in that. Parentless children doing miraculous success. Right. There are people who talk about institutions. It does not just because you're studying the Narsimha Reddy college or some other big college, it does not mean that success is 100% assured. Maybe you may have 1% more chance. So, people who are studying in other colleges also may succeed. They may be toppers. No. Every one of them, everything that you see here is optional. Then what is compulsory to succeed? What you see on the right side is what on the left side is compulsory. Nobody in the world has ever succeeded without having a great goal. Unless you know in your mind very clearly what you want from life, what you want to be, where you want to be, what success for you means, unless you are clear in your mind, you cannot go anywhere. It's like going to a bus stand, knowing where you want to go. Suppose you go to a bus stand with a suitcase in your hand, and if somebody asks where do you want to go, and you say, I don't know where I want to go. Just come to the bus stand like that. And which bus will you take? Which your bus is taking? Which your bus is comfortable? Which your is starting first? I think you are laughing, but you are really awesome. Some of us are living our life like that. We don't know. Suppose I ask students, what will you do after your engineering? I don't know, sir. I can't take a stand, but I don't know. What job? Whatever job I get. Which your bus is good? Like that. Which your job I get? So if you are clear in your mind, you want a particular job, a particular place, a particular way, earning a certain salary, and a certain job profile, then because you are clear in your mind, you are likely to get what you want. You are searching for something, and your journey ends when you find what you are searching for. If you are not searching for anything, go is failure, then you will be success. So what you have on the left side is more important. Art is absolutely essential. You must have a goal. You must have an action plan. How to reach that goal? How will you go there? Suppose I want to go there. How will you go there? Suppose you want a certain job. How will you get that job? And you also need to work smart and maintain some time discipline and all that. You need to learn continually. You have some brilliant ideas, some core values in life, some good habits, good thoughts. All these are essential. This is essential. This is optional. After you go home today, I would like all of you to ask yourself this question. How many of these things on the right I have already with me. If I have one, two, three, four, I am lucky. I'll count my blessings. I am lucky to have them. If I do not have any of them, still okay. I can still achieve success because these are only optional. But now, ask the second question. How many of these things in my life do I have? Do I have great thoughts? Do I have good habits? Do I have any values in my life? Have I got myself on the journey of continuous learning? What am I learning every day? Have I improved from what I learned yesterday? Am I better today because of something that I've learned today compared to what I was yesterday? Have I done anything to improve my skills? Have I done anything to walk in the direction of my goal? So ask yourselves, and if any of them is not there, you have to begin working on it. Because you cannot succeed if you do not have all of them you must have. No exception. Sir, I have everything, but I don't have good habits. You are going to fail. Good habits is not, I'm not talking about smoking, drinking, or down that. Good habits is good habits. Wherever you are, however big, however great you grow, you must have some real life values which you appreciate and which you add here. Then only well, that must go. Well, so please stop there. This is my mail address.
Narsimha Reddy is ready to welcome. You are requested to stay back here for 5 more minutes. Others, you can leave the session. Wait, guys. One more please, you know? Yeah. You will be having 1 hour break and going to the same room. You will be going to the MG block third floor. Classrooms. You will be getting the classrooms. So upload and also for tomorrow, if you want to practice, you can practice the third floor MG block.
నల్లగా ఉన్నది సార్ లీటర్ బయట క్లోజ్ పోయి మాట్లాడతా వీడియో ఉంది మ్యామ్
You stay in the office, the college office, ఎలాంటి కనెక్షన్ ఎట్లయిపోయిందా వినాలి